Following the general elections of 2016, the government stormed the Rwenzururu Kingdom Palace on the suspicion that subversive activities were being carried out there. Those who survived were arrested, including the Omusinga wa Rwenzururu, Charles Wesley Mumbere, who is now out on bail, although many of the royal guards are still in prison. Today, members of parliament from Kasese have formally asked for an explanation as to how another royal guard identified as Sam Sangira died in prison.
Government, specifically Mr. Byabaseja, the Commissioner General of Prisons, Uganda Prisons, has got to come and make accountability accountable. First of all, to begin with this particular death.
I want to ask that really government comes out and makes it clear, very well known to the people of Kasese and to the people of Uganda, that yes, there could have been a mistake, that nobody cared about the lost lives. This is the time for you to come out and account for these lives one by one, because we are concerned.
Sangira's death is said to bring the number of the dead royal guards in the prison to 11. The MPs add that the royal guards have overstayed in prisons, with their case having unnecessarily dragged on for 6 years. The legislators want the Director of Public Prosecution to drop the charges against the affected people.
Release the Omusinga or the king of the Rwenzururu unconditionally. Release those that are incarcerated with him unconditionally.
The DPP spokesperson said the case of the royal guards will soon kick off as it has been held up by some glitches.
The office of the DPP committed this case to the High Court for trial, and the suspects were committed to the High Court for trial because there was evidence against them. We acknowledge that there has been delay in the hearing of the matter. However, this has been due to a number of factors beyond our control. For instance, the COVID-19 pandemic and its restrictions, case backlog, and limited resources, especially financial resources. Now, it suffices to note that this matter is at the stage of pre-trial hearing. It's actually coming up next on 26th of July, 2022.
Asked about this, Prisons Authority have said they are ready to provide the post-mortem report of the deceased guard, but they can't prevent a natural death.
To the best of my knowledge, when you go to prison, you have not bought an insurance not to die. Being in prison does not stop you from dying, but how have you died? As far as I understand, that person you are referring to died from Jinja Referral Hospital, and the post-mortem results are there. If the people of Kasese, including the relative and the politicians, if they want to know, the post-mortem is readily available with the police.
The royal guards face charges of treason, murder, attempted murder, among others. Juma Kiria, NTV.